Hello, Stan. It's Saturday afternoon at about 10 minutes before 3 on the 26th of January, and I thought I would make a video for you. Actually, I was inspired by Eileen. When we were at your house, Eileen showed us a YouTube that her young nephew had made, and I thought, if it's simple enough for a youngster to do, then I could figure it out. Well, it's not so simple. These youngsters know all about these gadgets, and I know very little. But I fiddled around with YouTube, and I fiddled around with this and that and the other, and I think I've got it. So if you could see me, if you could hear me, it means I must be doing something right. Anyway, I want to start the video off with thanking you, thanking both you and Eileen for your hospitality. It was great seeing you in California and being in your home, and thanks for the entertaining trip out to Now and the dinner that you guys prepared and so forth. So look forward to seeing you. Perhaps we can do it again, either out in California or here in Florida. I've been to your home a number of times, and I would welcome a reciprocal visit for you to come to my home. So think about it and let me know when it would be convenient for you, and we'll find a matching time between your schedule and ours. I hope so anyway. I thought I'd start off by, I started off by thanking you for your hospitality, and then the next thing I thought I would mention is I'll tell you about our trip back home from California. It started off by you dropping us off at the Oakland airport. Thank you very much for that. The Southwest flight from Oakland down to Burbank was uneventful. We lined up and got on the plane, went down to Burbank, picked up our reserve rental car, and drove out to Jeff's house. And that was very easy. Then we enjoyed a very nice family visit with Jeff and Kay and the kids and the family, and that was very nice. As was the case in the Bay Area, really wasn't a whole lot of tourist kinds of things. It was just warm family time as we enjoyed with Lois and Jack and you and Eileen, and also with Jeff and Kay and the family. We were keeping an eye on Navy flights, and there was a Navy flight from San Diego that would have taken us back here to the East Coast. And we were thinking about driving down to San Diego and jumping on that and getting a free ride back home. Well, sometimes we win and sometimes we lose when we travel with this military mode. And as it turned out, a day or two before the flight, we found out that it was canceled. So that's all right. Sometimes we win and sometimes when we lose. When we win, as you know, we win big time, and we've had wonderful vacations all over Europe, South America, Asia, Hawaii, and so forth. But this time it didn't work. So we jumped on Southwest and booked a discount ticket to come back to Jacksonville. Well, as was your case when you went to Myrtle Beach and you got stuck in the Atlanta airport and had to spend the night, well, sometimes buying a ticket does not give you a smooth, easy ride, and that was the case. But it wasn't so awful. We got on the plane out of Burbank for our departure on Southwest to come back to Jacksonville. There was a short change of planes scheduled in Denver with about a 40 or 45 minute connection in Denver. But for some reason that escapes me, I don't understand why, but Southwest changed their western hub. Before, you'd change planes in Las Vegas, where the weather is good most of the time out in the desert. This time, they changed their hub to Denver. Denver in January is not a cakewalk. It's no fun. As we landed in Denver, we saw a whiteout. They were in the middle of a snow blizzard, a big snowstorm, and we landed safely, got inside the toasty warm terminal, and the Denver people saying, oh, the weather's not so bad, it's just a light dusting. Those Denver people are used to that sort of thing. So we waited, and it was time for our flight, and we noticed it was delayed a half an hour, then delayed more than a half an hour, and then an hour, and so forth. And we thought, this is not looking good. I bet you we're going to see, we're going to have to spend the night at the Denver airport, is what I was thinking. And I remembered your story of Atlanta, and we looked at the board and we saw flight after flight after flight delayed or canceled in the middle of that blizzard. But fortunately, after about an hour and a half or 2 hours or so, they invited us to go ahead and board the plane. So we got on our plane only a couple hours late or so. And we got on the plane, and we pulled away from the gate, and the pilot announced, sorry folks, we're not taking off right away. I have to take this plane through the de-icing station, and we're number 11 in line. So we lined up behind a bunch of stations, bunch of planes. I'm glad we did, because when the wings get iced up, planes crash, and that's serious business. So I'm glad Southwest paid attention to safety. So we finally made our way through what I affectionately call through the bird bath. Then we got de-iced. It was sort of like being in a car wash. And then we took off, and by the time we got to Jacksonville, it was about midnight or just after midnight. So we picked up a rental car at the Jacksonville airport and drove home to conclude our trip back from California. So that was our adventure coming back home. I got your email with the 4 photographs that you had shared with me from our visit. And I was able to view the photographs, but I was not able to download them. I was hoping we could add some of those to our photograph album, and we have not been able to. So I wonder if I could ask you a favor. If you could take those pictures and send them to my Walgreens, I can go down and pick them up and pay for the print and have them for my album. You sent 4 pictures. The ones that we like the most are the first one and the third one. And if you're not sure which ones those are, then just take all 4 pictures, the ones that you sent to us, and if you could upload them to Walgreens, you could see by my zip code which Walgreens is closest to us, and just confirm that they're there for pickup, and then I'll go down and pick them up. I've done that by sending pictures to your Walgreens, and it seems to work out all right. So if you wouldn't mind doing that, we would appreciate having a print of those nice pictures that you had taken for our photograph album. Well, I've chatted for about 8 minutes on this video, and so I won't hold you any longer. If you want to make a video back for me, that would be most welcome. Or if you want to answer the letter that I had sent you before our California trip, that would be appreciated too. So I hope you're able to hear this. Love to you and Eileen, and bye-bye from Jacksonville, Florida. Bye-bye.